Today, RC drivers, we're checking out what could be the Rockstar in the FMS FCX10 lineup. This is the new OVR edition LC80. And look at this thing. It looks absolutely awesome. FMS partnered up with OVR magazine and a couple other brands just to deck this thing out for a cool off-road trail adventure rig. And I think they outfitted the chassis with everything you're gonna need when you're having fun on the trail. So as you can see, I'm out at the park right now, and you're probably gonna hear some chickens and turkeys in the background and stuff. The wildlife is booming, and I think it's gonna be a perfect spot to run this in just a little bit. But let's start off by checking out what comes with it. Actually, you get the truck right out of the box, just like this. You don't have to put any decals on, but if you do, they give you a decal sheet with tons of licensed graphics on there, from KC to Toyo, HDR, of course, OVR magazine. So you go throw the decals on here and you deck it out with whatever style you like. They also give you the FSMG11BS radio. Very cool radio, lots of trim dials and such. But the important part is they have the push button switches down here on the handle, which will control the 2-speed, which I'm going to tell you more about in a little bit. They also give you a bunch of light covers with the KC logos on them. So as you can see here, I've already gone ahead and thrown on the light covers with the KC logo on it. They also give you the yellow covers that you go throw the decals on, or you can just pull these off in general and rock the amber lights that they've already fitted to the truck. They also give you a couple tools in the box. They give you a hat for the driver. All right, now let's check out the body itself. It's their licensed Toyota LC80. We've seen this before, and now it's in this amazing dark green, forest green. It's got a metallic to it. Looks absolutely awesome. And then check out the graphics here. So you got the Land Cruiser with the stripes. They've got the OVR logo here in the back, and they've got the Toyota licensing emblems, of course, where they need to be. Now, I like that they went through the off-road bumper on here right away, so I don't have to go and swap it out, but they did give you the stock bumper if you want to throw that on. Check out the off-road bumper. They've already got the lights on the front. They've got lenses here in the bumper portion itself, and then right behind it is the molded grille with LED lights in the headlights and the marker lights. This thing is loaded up with LEDs, which a lot of people expect from FMS nowadays. Really cool that they do it. The light bar here already fitted with LED lights, and the roof rack looks pretty awesome. The only thing is, when it came out of the box, these were twisted a little bit. Just had to straighten them out. Not too big of a deal. They've got wipers on here, the snorkel. I love the mirrors, and then the full interior, guys, with the driver figure in there. And this one is decked out with decals on the seats to give it a little bit of depth, and then they give you the shifter and the steering wheel. Just an awesome look, and they'll spin it around, and you can see the little ladder on the back and all the detail. Little box in the rear bumper. Looks like you could probably go throw a hitch on there if you want to, but very cool look. Now, the big cool part with the LCA body is you could go and just twist these two little clips on the bottom. It pops up the body and makes it easy to take it right off. No body clips whatsoever. All the wires nicely run underneath, and then it's got the magnetic body system where when you go throw this on, it connects all the wires and lights up the LEDs. Now we'll take a quick look at the chassis. This is the FMS FCX10 chassis, although they didn't give us the etched logos on this one. I noticed that these are steel ladder frame, plenty of cross bracing throughout. Definitely like the inner fender wells and the floorboards. Just a really nicely laid out chassis. Battery runs in the center as low as they could possibly get it. Now we'll get into the suspension. This has a nice soft plush suspension. This thing is going to have a lot of body roll. It's going to look really cool out there on the trail. It does have aluminum shocks on there, oil filled with a dual spring setup. Now the only thing is, my shocks were leaking on one side, and that could just be from the pressure changes when it was getting shipped over here. So we'll just monitor that as I go to see if it leaks anymore. But on the bottom, you can see they've got a link suspension set up, 4-link in the front and in the rear. Metal rods, metal pivot balls in the ball ends, heavy-duty ball ends, and the suspension works well. No bump steer, obviously, since we have that servo mounted on the axle. Next up, into the drivetrain, 2-speed. We'll start off right there. That's my favorite option that's installed in here. They could have just went with a single speed, but they gave us the servo, all metal gears on the inside, ball bearings, slider drive shafts down to the front and rear axles, and it's straight axles. So it is appropriate for this style of vehicle, and straight axles in the front. Really like the design of this. It looks like a nice strong axle. We've seen these out there before. They are pretty proven. Even like the steering knuckle design, the way they capture the ball bearings in there, just that little bit of extra effort in design. I think it's really stout. It's got a spool on the inside, so no differential setup, and metal ring and pinion gear in there. Just a quick look at the steering. They gave us metal steering links. Even the front lower link is arched, so it gets maximum steering angle on it, and they gave us a metal servo horn out at all four corners. Check this out, guys. They've got the HTR wheels. These are B-Lock style wheels with Toyo tires wrapped around it. These are the open country tires. Really nice look to them. A little squared off on the edge, but the tire tread and compound actually look really good. And for a trail vehicle, I think it's definitely going to hook up. Like that they went and got the licensing on that. Now into the electronics. So you guys already saw the radio system. They've got a metal geared servo up front, but the big deal with this one is it is brushless, which is awesome. They've made a change to the motor. So this one has a 1200 kV motor, the 3541 size Outrunner motor, and it goes over to this 50 amp speed controller. So that's going to give us a nice smooth throttle response for an Overland vehicle, which is what you want. There's your receiver just mounted up in the center of the battery box, and a ton of wires. Again, they've nicely loomed all the wires, so nothing's just dangling around in this. They build an awesome rig, guys. Now we just need to see it drive. All right, guys, I've got a fresh charged 2S LiPo battery in here from FMS, and look at that nice smooth throttle control. Got the lights on, and with the flip of a switch on the radio, you can shut them off. Like them on, of course. We got KC lights now. Get right down into this hole here. So much clearance we got with this bumper. Oh, just scratch the license plate a little. Awesome. I'm gonna take a little cruise down by the riverbank. So we got this steep drop here, guys. So let's see how much throttle control we have, how much braking control. Nice and smooth. Look at that. How slow in scale is that? Whoa, steer into it. Nice. A lot of control with this system. Perfect for ready to run. I was telling you guys this is going to be a Rockstar. I think this is going to be a Rockstar in their lineup. Love the look of this. Really good job of partnering up with OVR magazine. Those guys know what they're doing. Definitely check out that magazine. I'll have links for it in the video description below. Now here's full steering. I'm going to stop it for a second, see if we've got enough steering. So there's the dual rate. Oh, that's no steering. There we go. Now I've got it cranked up all the way. Let's see how it works. Oh yeah, we got more steering now. So they had it backed out a little bit in the dual rate, so you get a little bit more steering out of it. No, it's programmed in the box, so that makes me happy, guys. All right, let's try this incline. What type of off-road tire traction do we have with these Toyos? I don't know if it's gonna work well in this loose dirt. Now what we could do, we're just in low gear, so if we hit the 2-speed, now we got some power in this thing. Yeah, there we go. No problem. So I decided to switch things up, guys. We need some action in this rig. In this spot, if you watch the channel, you know it's going to deliver. I want to see that suspension work, and it's going to happen here. Look at that. We're already flexing. Start going through some of this challenging rocky terrain. And here we go, guys. Look at that. Flex time. Love it. We're in low gear. Hit this climb. We're at quarter throttle. I'll punch it full throttle in low gear. That's it. All right, we got a tough climb ahead of us. This first ledge here is the biggest problem, getting some traction over this. Walk the truck over a little bit. You can see it wanting to grab. I think I'm hitting the axle here, so just gotta let this thing wander wherever it wants to go. we'll just find a way, right? Find another line. There we go, look at that, awesome. I'll show you guys some second gear action and full throttle, there we go. It's got some motor to it. It's definitely gonna walk away from you on the trail in second gear. It's kind of fun. I absolutely love this rig in low gear with this speed controller setup. I don't know if you figured that out yet. A little whine in the transmission. Actually, you could hear that outrunner motor just a little bit. But I could catch this ledge here, get a tire up on it. There we go, look at that. I think we're gonna need that 2-speed again just for that muscle. Flip the switch, there we go. So there it is, your first look of the OVR Edition FCX10. Love the look of this rig, guys. Like that they got all the licensing from some big brand manufacturers. Just adds to the scale detail and scale excitement of this off-road rig. Such a capable platform, especially for the intended use here. It looks so good. You can go detail a little more if you want to, throw some goodies on the roof rack. Love this rig, guys. If you gotta get one, I'll have links in the video description below, and let me know what you think of this release.